Hi, good evening, everyone. Hey, everything set. Hi, Vivek. Hi, Nipi. Hi, Heath. Hi, Tahir. Hi, Agile Technology. Hi, Kunal. Hi, Devinder. Good evening. I hope you all are doing good. So, as I said yesterday, that we had like good, clean days in the last few days, one-sided market direction. And today we had choppiness and we lost day high at the end of the day, and then still hovering with very little volume in the futures. Tomorrow, I think we might wait for numbers again. We have rallied so much that we need some level of consolidation or some level of cool off before we make any further moves. Uh, Second thing, the Chinese market. I just want to show you Chinese market. Like I was anticipating that there will be something positive from China, and as a result, I was carrying Baba into my overnight positions. Usually, I avoid overnight positions, but in the last few days, there were some really fine swings which were there. So, if you look at Hang Seng right here, it's about 245 points down now, 1.25%. So this is giving a deflation situation across uh, South Asia, not across South Asia, but Asia specific region, China. Now, if this goes like this in the next few months, China has to provide some really good provisions, or in simple terms, quantitative easing to increase the spending. Because unless and until spending is not increased, China may not come back with good move. That's good, Nilesh Bhai. Good evening. I had like I could have made like really good money, but I'm not doing bad either. But I wished I did not carry Baba. I'm still holding my Baba position. Let's see. Uh, I really expect China to do something regarding the economic recovery, because they need to infuse money to increase the spending. Unless that spending is not there, the cycle will not start. So that's one of the important things. And Japan is already doing quantitative addition into the market, so that's good. In US, quantitative easing, no easing, quantitative QT, it doesn't matter right now. It's like market has hands up, and it's just going on and on and on and on. Now we are moving. If I start from ES, if you see right from January, we had like, even like from March, when the $300 billion were infused by the Federal Reserve. Since then, we are on a single slant going higher. There is no pushback whatsoever. We go up, we consolidate, we go up, we consolidate, and we go up. So right now, there is no need as of now for market to not do what it's doing right now. So as of now, market is doing good. Bullish engulfing candle today. Oi, go back. My kids are there laughing. Sorry about that. So as I said, The market is one directional for now. So everyone will become an expert. Everyone will talk about new numbers. But again, we trade day to day. So every day there are levels. We should respect those levels and we should trade based on those levels. I do not uh, give long-term investment ideas or opinions because I don't believe it. All right. So let's start from our scans. I'll start from my favorite Inside Day. Let's see if we have Inside Day. Oh, NVIDIA, UNH. NVIDIA is Inside Day. UNH, I would like to add. So I'm just making a UNH right here. Snow. Do I have snow? No, it's snow. I'll cut down from Baba or Baidu, one of them. I just need to remove them. They're not working. All right, so there's nothing more. I'll keep a note of snow. UNH, I am carrying UNH, so I will talk about that. Let's go and check on any bullish candle patterns. Space. I don't want to do space. Bearish candle patterns. None. Anything by 1234 scan on daily. FSLR. Okay. FSLR, like yesterday, I think Hubert was mentioning about solar. I ignored it because I thought that they have already rallied, but today they just had a massive run. So nothing substantial from this scans. So UNH and Snow, I do want to include. I'm gonna remove Baba Baidu for now. So I'm gonna add UNH. And I do want to bring Microsoft back. But we'll talk about Microsoft. Now let's start from ES. So ES, if you see in my market watch, again, I'm going to change the color so that you can all clearly see this. This is ES. Okay. It's back-to-back 5 days of high Kenichi flat. But in the last half an hour, it's showing red top. 15-minute trends, there's no top. The trend is positive. So it's kind of showing me a sign that, yes, I would like to wait. There might be a zero coming here tomorrow. So I would like to be very cautious in making new longs at this moment. I will be stock specific, like I mentioned about Zoom this morning and yesterday night. And then we talked about Roblox. So I'll be most likely stock specific, but from a market point of view, I would like to be very cautious in choosing specific set of trades. Okay, so I'm just converting this into high Kenichi. And you will see that we have good clean directional move, come back, good move, come back, good move. And every time we are coming to a resistance area, we have seen some red marks right here. Resistance and the red mark. Now, the second important thing, you will see this sky blue arrow down, sky blue arrow down. Now, in both the situations, we consolidated and then we converted into red. And as I said last few times, that we are near an important resistance, 44, 45. Till the moment we are holding above this, we are good. But if we are losing, then it's start to like do a back test of 44.95. So in this case, for the first time after many days, I'm reducing from ES neutral. Now, in neutral, I only want to make sure that my stop loss is 45.47 now, which is like right away. That was my first target, 45.47. Then tomorrow's target should be, if we want to try long, go above 45.60. Like as of now, I was mentioning buy and dip, but now I want you to try above 45.60 because there were some special, like serious selling which was happening. Then 45.81, which was our previous target, will become the first target. And then once we clear this area, this was a candles. So if I assume this is around 46.30. Let me just clear this, and it is 46.30. Yes. So once we clear this 46.30, it was a bullish engulfing candle. Now I am neutral, so I'm giving it a 50% because we are at a situation where the index has rallied a lot, and with all those movements, I think we should see some cool off, and that's why like I am inclined towards 50-50%. On the short side, if we lose 45.47, then I think we will see some cool off. Uh, so, guys, 1 second. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So I was saying that this 48, 40, 45, 47 is an important area. The moment we lose, we will come back and hit this regression line. And then the next support is right there. I would be happy to add longs here. In case it drops, I'll be happy to add 44.97. So I would like to sell below 45.47. Stop loss is 45.60. And my target is 45.30, 20, 44.95. So this was the evening star built up, but it failed because it had a bullish engulfing now. So as of now, no pattern is there. It's building into a W. If we break down, then it's a separate thing, but as of now, it's building a W. So a bullish setup. Let's look at the book map of ES. It's 1 hour time span. The 45.30, we have some buying around that area. Once we lose 48.47, which is this area, we do not have much. Once we lose 48.47, we do not have much. This yellow line will be gone, and this is the weighted like VWAP which people use. So the moment we lose here, we will come down to 45.30, and on the top 45.60. So Fibonacci and bookmap, like the order flow, are in same direction. 45.40, 45.30 is really good solid support. Like I would encourage you to buy or at least start using bookmap bookmap for ES so that you know the directional area where the market could bounce, where the buying or buyers are. That's really, really helpful. All right. So this is in line, no commentary on this side. Short is good. Now let's move to NQ. So NQ is relentless. Like today, Microsoft, or not Microsoft, Apple was leading the chain. Same thing, bullish engulfing. It covered the entire body to the top. Now, one thing I would like to see is the volume. So today the volume was there, but relatively less than normal. But we had some massive move. So again, that's what I'm saying. I'm coming to a point where being cautious is going to help. There's no need to rush into futures or SPY or triple Q. Better to be stock specific. Again, I'm reiterating, it's better to be stock specific because it is going to help you. We will find a clean trend direction once we reach a certain resistance or a support area. So in this case now, stop loss is 15,810, same thing, 15,810. If we cross, like this was high, 15,850, we should buy this. Target is 15,996, 16,075. That's on the positive side. On the negative side, if we lose 15,810, if I lose this, this will be the loss of 78 point, possible loss below 78.6% Fibonacci. So if we lose this, we should come and hit 61. Right now we find support here. So 685. So 15,685. And then 15,606. I would love to add around this area. So when it comes to 44.95 or 15,600, I would really, really love to add in those selection. Now sell below 15,800. You can sell that. I can show you the NQ bookmap as well if you want. But NQ bookmap is not so significant compared to ES bookmap. So you can clearly see that 800 is a really, really good solid support. So the moment we lose 800, we'll have some trouble because I don't see really good buyers anywhere in this range. So 800 is really, really solid support. 850, I want to cross this area. Only then I'll be trying longs. All right, that's about NQ. Triple Q should follow the same suit like NQ. I would love to go above 384 now. NQ and triple Q I'm keeping positive because Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla, Facebook, they all are strong. They may cool off for a while, but they're really strong. And all the DMIs for them is really solid. So in case of triple Q, either I would love to see a dip towards 380 area. Like it's 382 for the moment, but I would want in the dip. Like if it comes to 280, 81, I would like to buy this. 379, 384, 15, and then 391.50. Like here you can also do a dip by like around, let me mention that. Buy the dip near 15,700. And by now you all know about fake breakout or fake breakdown. So 45.20 area. That's on the positive side. On the negative side, if we lose 379, we'll immediately sell and we'll go for 374, 371.50. 374. So if we lose this, I think the levels are fine. And this is not a bullish engulfing because it did not cover the body here. The body was lower and this body was higher. So this is not a clean bullish engulfing. All right. So that's about the indexes. Now I'll move on to individual tickers. Apple and Apple had a massive gap and then it's like near the all-time highs. So 193 was my target. 193 was achieved. There was no dip. It just opened and it rallied. So again, I'm going to keep it neutral because it's in the new charted territory. If like I want to, you can clearly see that there is nothing right here. It's a clean one directional move going higher. The targets are coming as 210. Thank you, Money. Let me just check. What's wrong in the typo? I don't think so. So Apple is high and let me just look at the flow if Apple has any kind of flow. Again, I use black box for my flows. So Apple 192.5 puts. Like they were bought, sold consistently. So it doesn't give me a clear picture. 195 calls. They're kind of added. But I don't see much. Like somebody's even going into 300. That's bloody hell on Apple. 300 on Apple is like 2 trillion more. 197 calls was, again, it's not clear that whether they were sold or they were bought because the IV is same, the price in 10 cents, the option price remains the same. So I'll see, look for 195, 197.50 because on the charts it's in the uncharted territory. So I'll go with the round numbers 195, 197.50, 200. Stop loss is 193.25, which was my previous support area, and there's a gap. So stop loss, I'm gonna keep 193, or I would say 192.50. If we get a dip to 193, buy this. Apple is solid. And if you want to sell, and because there's a gap here, if you want to sell below 192.50 for 190. That's Apple. AMD, I was positive and it came right to that area, which it has found. Okay, thank you. So AMD has found the support and it was trying to cross this area 118.6. I think this area, if somehow it crosses, it will have some serious strength bringing into AMD. So AMD, I am positive I was like buying near this, but now I want to buy above 118.6. If it crosses 118.6, we will see 121.60, 124.50 right away. And AMD with NVIDIA will have some serious 124.50. And in case you want to buy the dip towards 113, 114, that's also fine. Stop loss, if you cross this, I would keep the stop loss to 177, 117. Buy the dip near 115 if it goes there. So if like you need to first focus on which all stocks you're looking at. I'm looking at AMD for tomorrow for sure. Amazon did cool off. It's like going into the gap. I really wanted to come and hold this 132 area. Like this was a good resistance area. And this, if we hold, like if we manage to hold this gap, this will become island. And if we bounce from here, this will be a solid bounce, island bottom. So I really wanted to come into that area so that I can add. Amazon is still in my buy list. I really want to buy the dip around this area. I'll reduce it to 133, 132, 133 area. This is my setup. It was supposed to be a morning star, but it dumped. And I'm not sure, but if I open the volume, today's volume should be lesser than last 2 days. Yep. So when we are going up, we were going with good volume. When we are coming down, we are coming down with average volume. So the volume here is 54 million, 61 million, and today is 48 million. So it's kind of average volume on Amazon. So see, when you're coming down with lower volume, it kind of shows that yes, there is some pushback from sellers to sell more. They really want to hold and kind of do a dip buy on Amazon. So that's one thing which I have learned. I'm just telling you all. So levels are same. It's right there. BA, the biggest sucker in my life, BA. It's right at very important juncture of 34 EMA. It has lost one more time and I don't know what to do with this thing. The moment I leave it, it runs. The moment I keep it, it doesn't move at all. Now, this is the like last week before the earnings, having next week. Let's check at the BA's flow. There were 220 calls which were consistently added last week. So let's see. See, you can see that last time there was an open interest of 6,789 calls, which was added. Even today, you see there's a massive call which were getting accumulated. The total volume is 10,000. So I really need to see how many of them actually get translated. So tomorrow, I'm just making a note that tomorrow this 18,000 gets down because the volume is less. So more or less likely we should see around 17 to 18,000 or more. If it is less than 17,000, then there's some sell-off which is happening in BA calls. So again, I don't want to trade on hope, but it has come to a point where we need to figure out what's happening in BA. If you clearly see 205 calls are being sold very clearly, so somebody knows that it's not going to go below 205. It's not going up either, but somebody for sure knows it's not going below 205. And that's the beauty here, that it's in the range. All of a sudden you will see a news and then it will go wanky. So keep an eye on BA. Stop loss is 12 EMA, which is 211.75. It's very tight, reducing it to neutral. It's a weekly morning star. I think that weekly morning star is going away. It was a hammer, and then 210 is a good support because I'm looking at weekly candles at 210. Buy near 211, 212. Tomorrow morning we have LMT's numbers. So let's see what's happening with LMT. Baba. Baba today almost came and tested the 12 EMA, filled the gap and closed. Like the moment it came here, it tested and bounced and closed above 92. Now there is still a gap which needs to be there, filled. So I'm going to keep the high here as my stop loss and the low here as my stop loss, which is 92.50. And buy near. So if it comes to 93, I'll take a chance on Baba. Again, as a disclosure, I have positions in Baba in 94 calls for this week. UNH is one of the breakouts which I wanted to share. You see, this was the gap when they announced that the old people are coming for more and more surgeries. Since that gap, this was holding. Even yesterday, after good earnings, we were not able to close. Now we have closed this gap, like broke out. This will become a really good support now, which is 482.5. So now this will become the support, and where should we hit? We should hit this gap and then this, probably even this. So I'm really positive on UNH. I'm looking forward for 489, 493, in fact 500 on UNH. So 489, 493.4 and 500. My stop loss is 482.5 and buy near 484, 485. Again, as a disclosure, I have positions 485, 475, 485, 495 call spread on this. This is not an inside day and not inverted head and shoulders. It's a break close above important resistance. Crowd I mentioned yesterday, it was an inside day, and inside day broke out, and again magic of 12 EMA tested positive. Now the problem with crowd is it's not able to break out above this or have a close above 153, 154 area. We need to have a good close. If you see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times it has failed. Previously, it was holding this as a base. So we need to recapture this. We need to have a close above this. So either it needs to open above this area so I can enter, and this should be my clear stop loss. Again, you can clearly see right here, this was acting as a support. And once we lost that, it's acting as a resistance. This was support right here. We managed to close, and here it is acting as resistance. We are not able to have a close. So I want a close above this area. Or if it opens above this area, I want to go long at that time. So 153.25 is now my first target, and I want to buy above 153.25. This time, if it breaks out, we will have potential to go around 157.50 and 162.50. And again, it's in the inside day range. So if we break above this, that will be a breakout. So simply call this triple. It's not a clean, but an inside day. Stop loss will be 152. A very good setup for crowd triple inside day. Then I have Google. Google is doing all well, making higher lows. It's holding 124.60, allowing the 12 EMA to catch up, which is really good sign. DMI a little off, like from positive to a little neutral, but all in all, it's still not red, showing some sign. So in case if it comes to 124, 120, 420, I will love to add Google. So Google is my blue color. I want to buy near 123, 124 area if it comes. Stop loss 122.30, and my targets are fine. 126, 129. That's Google. Home Depot. Home Depot today like didn't do much. Like it's not able to manage a close above this area. So I really want a close. So the levels are exactly the same for Home Depot, but I'm just taking it out from the blue because it should have performed. It did not. Then I have Meta. Meta took the support of this line again. And this is the first time like it managed to hold above this line, which shows that it's getting ready for some serious move on the upside. Let me check any flows for Meta. So in the last few minutes, 310 calls were added. But not bigger dollar amount, so I can ignore them. $350 puts. That's something. $350 calls. That's only one off. Even 600 calls are there for. Wow. Look at them. 600 calls for Meta. And these are like not small dollar amounts, substantial dollar amounts, 1 million. So definitely something is there in the earnings, which we don't know, which is telling us that something is coming for Meta. Again, we'll see how many of them actually translated into the open interest. The volume, the current open interest was already 40,000. It was already 40,000, which was added on. I think some previous series it was added 40,000 right away. It was added on 7/14. And now there was addition of 37. So let's see tomorrow if the 600 translates into something or not. Because here I'm seeing that they are being sold. Here I'm seeing that they're being added. So tomorrow I'll just keep an eye on this and I'll post what's happening. But as of now in the chart, Meta has bounced from here. And what I want is it should come and test this. So if market gets a little weaker, it should have gone down, but it's showing some strength. So I am reducing short to neutral on Meta, and I want to keep my stop loss at 3,750. If it buy near or buy and dip, if we get 308 plus 37, like in the last few days, it is holding this area. So 343 today was the today's low is 304. So if 308, let's make 304 today's low as our stop loss. 304.75. Buy and dip between 36 to 308. Look for 315, 321. And this is neutral. Triple M didn't do much because today Dow stocks were not doing anything. Like just a hammer. Same level it needs to cross, but it allowed the 12 EMA to catch up. But again, a very tight range. If you see practically, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. If you ignore the bottom wick, it's in this range. So it's like triple inside day. Reducing it to neutral. Triple inside day. The levels are there. Netflix. Netflix. I don't know. For last 2 days, it's coming and hitting this 457 area, which is a resistance area, and it's failing. Now, my concern is that this is not an area where it should struggle. If I go to 5 years, this was, if you see right here, 457.50. This was an area where it was finding the support. So the moment it breaks 457, you will see 500 on Netflix. So this area is finding some struggle, 457. So tomorrow, if you want to trade for earnings or pre-run earnings, whatever you want to name it, you just need to make sure you try to add a dip around 446. 446 is your perfect area. Netflix is roughly inside day. I will call this. I'll be neutral. Again, I'll be buy near 446 to 450. If you want to keep a stop loss of 440.85. In this range, you can buy. Once it crosses 457.50, it will just explode. And that explosion may happen on the earnings. NVIDIA managed to close above 461, and it's an inside day in Nvidia. It's an inside day. Now stop loss I will keep at 460. Buy above 466, 473, 489. And I'll not be surprised if we hit 489 right away. QCOM I'm avoiding. So let's wait for QCOM. Then I have Shopify. I actually want to do Roblox instead of QCOM. So Shopify again started, it held both sides, 68 to 70 in the region. What it is allowing is it is allowing 12 EMA to catch up. Now previously this was the resistance, now it came back and retest that. That's a back test. Back tests are really solid. So tomorrow, if we get an opportunity, you want to do Amazon, you want to do Shopify, you can also do Etsy. They're in the same, or if you want to do Pinterest, they're like same consumer sentiment. Tomorrow we have retail numbers. So this will be really, really interesting if you want to use any of them. Stop loss is 68. Shopify, yep, everything is there. Now, instead of QCOM, I want to do Roblox. Roblox is one of my setups, which I think is getting there to explode. It's a bullish candle because it covers the entire body. 44.75, it has not managed to hold above this. Same thing, the moment it breaks out, like today you saw Zoom. Zoom was holding, and the moment it break out 70, it rallied to 73. Same thing is set up for Roblox. The moment it close above 40 or open above 44.75, I'm looking at 48 and then 51 area. I'll go all in if it goes above this area. Stop loss 44. That's my Roblox. Last two are Tesla and Zoom. So Tesla, again, I told Disney there's no point trading Disney. Yesterday, I clearly mentioned Disney's and Macy's. Why do you want to talk about Disney? Just ignore them. You should not be even looking at Disney's or Macy's. So Tesla is 291. I think we need to cross 291. If we do, 308 is my next target. 307 and 320. Tesla buy about 291. If it holds 291, I think we are pretty good. Stop loss can remain 291. 307. 319.75. Stop loss is 286. If we lose 286, as we manage to hold 286, we should see 274. I'm now 60, 40 on Tesla. See, when you're already in profit at 41, it's like 44. You're already 10% in profit. Last one is Zoom. You can see a massive candle into zoom. Same thing, broke out of the range. Now this 72 will become a good support area. Buy near if you can get 72.70, 250 or 73 area. Targets are 76.50 and 79. Snow is one which I want to cover. Snow is an inside day, and I'm not putting it there, but Snow has faced some serious struggle. There's only one time we were able to have a close about this. So the moment it crosses 185, go long on Snow. 185 above, go long on Snow. Banking earnings, let me just share the Zoom and then we'll talk about banking earnings, because I don't want to set up expectations. The guys, I'm sharing the Zoom link on the YouTube channel. You can all join in and we'll talk about. So people who will be joining, I'll be taking only their questions. I've shared the link. You can join in. I mentioned about Etsy, Pinch, Shopify, Amazon. I'm waiting for you guys to join. I've shared the link and I have 76 people. I expect at least 5-7 people to join. If you're not joining, then it's nothing I can do. Sham, Nilesh. You can all speak. If you have any questions, you can start one by one.
Hey Neville, I just wanted what I posted on the YouTube, just your overall thoughts on banking short term.
So banking, like tomorrow we have Bank of America, and Thursday, Wednesday we have Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
Bank
So
of
tomorrow
America,
you have Bank of America, Charles Schwab, you have.
I'm not worried about those investment banks.
Okay, and
Bank
Morgan Stanley actually.
Yes, Morgan Stanley copies what JPM does.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. But Bank of America is inverted head and shoulders. It needs to break above this area. Okay, and it can run, it should run, and I will be inclined to add Goldman Sachs, because Goldman Sachs is something which runs and runs a lot. Okay, now I would like to show you one thing on Heikinishi. It's coming and testing. It's not giving you a clean. Even the DMI is neutral. It's not giving you a clear picture, but this is consolidating under a level for last 3 months. JPM has broken out, Bank of America has not. So potential for Bank of America to post good numbers is there. If we'll go back and look at Bank of America option flow, you see 32 puts were sold 1.8 million and 35 calls were also sold. Somebody's trying to eat the premium. 29.50, 27.50. I need a bigger dollar amount. 30 calls are there throughout the day. And there are dark pools as well. 260 million and 300. I think it's going to hold around this area, 29.50, 29.60. And then from here, it should fly towards at least 30, 32. this should give some push on banking sector. Like KRE is a small scale bank. It's same setup is right there. It's every time it comes around 44, 45, it gets pushed back. But finally, it's going to show some strength. If you look at the weekly candles as well, it's kind of making a flag where it needs to just break out above 45. And the moment it breaks out, it will hit 48. So I'm positive on the banking sector, but I'm much more positive on Goldman Sachs. Because Goldman Sachs, you see, it's coming to 328, which is a 50% Fibonacci. It bounced from 318, not even a single close, weekly close below 318. So this area is a super duper area, right? And what it is doing is it's creating a direction like this. So it's most likely to break out.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else who has any questions or want to discuss something? I'm like 10 people here and nobody
Naval?
wants to.
Yeah, Naval.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a newcomer here in the group. And I checked your old videos like back in 2020 and 2021, I think, about your setup. Do you have some time that you can do a session, maybe sometime in the next few days, few weeks, based on your availability to help the newcomers like myself?
I plan to do that, but I am just looking for like a window of time. So the moment I have it, I will announce it.
That would be really appreciated. Thank you.
Getting Zoom issues. How are you getting Zoom issues? Yes, Aris, you can speak. You can speak, Aris. Like, I don't see you on mute. VJ Target is something which I'm really looking forward. Target is going to break out. So is Docu. Docu is holding really well. Target, I have already positions in 130 calls for August. Docu, I think it's getting ready. It's holding around 52.50. It's getting ready for a big move. Earnings last time were really great, but the commentary in the earnings were not so great, and as a result, it got pushed down. But it's really looking good for me at this time. Target 130 is a really good area. It's holding this area beautifully, and I really want it to go higher. Yes, Subodh, go ahead.
Hi, Nava. I was looking at Advanced Auto Parts AAP and looking at
Yeah,
AutoZone.
it's bouncing really solid from 60s.
I'm thinking if this is another meta stock recovery.
It's possible because it was smacked like anything after the earnings last time.
Yep.
So possibly, yes. It's looking forward to like at least 70, 75 in next few weeks. See, it was right there, 80, and because I was watching this from 120 all the way, this is there. What I need is, you see, very great consolidation.
Mm-hmm.
What I need is a good green close in this area. Right now, it's just struggling to break with some solid green, like dodgies. I need a solid green candle. The moment we have a green candle, it should be really good.
If you were to buy leaps on this, what would you
If I have
look
to
at?
buy lips, I will definitely give it a try, for sure.
So like 2024?
So let me just check that. AAP. That's some of. The volume in them is really low. There's no volume. This open interest is like really low. Not January. January 25.
Yeah, there's no open interest.
You can get stuck really badly.
Okay. I'll watch
But
out for that volume and post in the chat if I
you
see anything.
need to, if you want to add stocks, you can add stocks.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Naval.
Anyone else, guys? RS, you were trying to say something.
Hi, Navaldeep. How about
Sure.
Lyft? Hi, how about Lyft?
Lyft and Uber, they I think they were doing fine. Like Lyft is not doing well compared to Uber. So it's
Do you see the gap
trading.
down?
Yes, it's going to be there unless we see some really good numbers from the Lyft. And I don't think which is happening in Lyft. So there was two gaps. One gap is here, and from gap I need to share the gap script. Let me just copy that 1 second. Like if you want to find the gaps, you can find the gaps from here. I want to just share, edit, Control C. I'll post this on Twitter to find gaps on daily time frame. Anything constant. Use the following script. Okay, sorry about that. So
No, that's useful. Thank you.
Is this a gap finder one that I've been asking, like I asked you about the other day?
yes, I posted
Okay.
that.
Thank you. Okay, I have a question. Did you check my I've been trying to post a question somewhere. I didn't know where to actually find, like, be able to talk. So I'm finally able to look here at Zoom. So VMW, check out the chart. The chart looks really nice. I don't know if you got to that.
Yes, VMW has already broken out. I'll come to VMW, but let me just answer Lyft first.
Okay.
So there's a gap which was there, and that gap needs to be filled. Technically, it is showing you some strength, but fundamentally, I don't see anything in Lyft. So if I have to trade, I will jump onto Uber because Uber has really broken out, and Uber is introducing more and more partnerships. And with partnerships, it's going to get some money. For Lyft, I don't see anything happening. So again, I'm not sure whether you are an investor or you're a trader on Lyft, but I do not want to recommend Lyft on the long-term basis.
Understood. No, this is only trading. I trying not to invest. I mean, just following indices for investment. It's doing everything is difficult. So I try to trade for a couple of hours and get to my work and.
Then trade in the stocks, like bigger stocks, AMD, Amazon, Google, not in these stocks. You will never make money on these.
Yes. Okay. I'm just a beginner trader, so
That's
trying.
fine. I'm just giving you a suggestion. If you want to make money where things are liquid. Apple is there, Amazon is there, AMD, Nvidia, Netflix. They'll give you opportunity to make money. If you're
I
wrong on
agree.
Monday, it will recover your losses next day.
Okay, no, makes sense. I'll follow your sheet. Your sheet is really good. So you put it on Twitter, or where is your sheet put finally up? The spreadsheet.
It's on Twitter. It's on Twitter.
Thank you so much.
All right. So VMWare. So VMware, I really wanted this to break out, and now the only question I have is that the price where ABGO wants to buy, I am not sure what the price is. If the price is around 160, 170, I think it will not move more than that. It will become ATBI. So you need to figure out what was the price when Broadcom agreed to buy VMware. And based on that, you can decide whether it's going to move higher or that's about it. It moved based on the confirmation that yes, the EU has agreed or removed all the hindrances from this merger or overtake. Anyone else?
I wanted to go to 170 or possibly 180.
Go ahead.
On the 170 and 180, the targets for BMW, that's what I was looking for.
No, you need to check the price where ABGO agreed.
Oh, okay.
Buy. It will not go above that.
Okay.
So if it is 150, 160, it's going to be in this range only.
I actually was didn't even know about that. That's being acquired like that. I just thought the chart looked nice.
No.
Okay.
It went from 140 to 160 based on that news only.
Gotcha.
Okay. It was supposed to be acquired a few years back, but then there was a EU hindrance, which was stopping, like the same thing which is happening with Microsoft.
ATBI. Yep.
Yes. So ATBI will move up to 94, and that's about it. It cannot go higher than that.
Hey, one more. How would Upstart?
UPST has been doing really well of late.
Yes.
And again, it's based on the loans they are issuing and everything they are doing. So as of now, I think they are doing really fine. I think 58 is on the cards, but I would not trade up from. I would Upstart. I will trade up A firm for now, because that will do a catch up.
Okay.
Again, like looking at you, you are only looking at the stocks which are momentum stocks. You will get burned, you will lose money, and I'm telling you with all my experience.
Okay.
First of all, you need to build your base.
I'm sorry.
First of all, you need to build your base on something logical, and then trade. These stocks will move 13% upside and 13% downside. If you're on the wrong side, you're cut, you're done. And that's the mistake many people have done in the past. And like people have bought this at 300.
I have. I kept averaging till 120. Then I stopped. Then I averaged at 20. I sold out at 30. And now it's at 50. So yeah, I've done that.
So again,
it's
if you have done
stock.
that, you're not learning from your mistake. It's not crazy stock. It is crazy people who are buying the stock.
Okay.
Stock doesn't move on its own. It's the people who are pushing the prices up. So you need to do a lot of homework.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, Vivek.
Hey, Nawal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Could you please look at Rivian?
Yeah, please, when you're speaking, make sure you tell me your name, because I don't
My
know.
name is Anil.
Okay.
Thank you.
Rivian, I think 2250 is a good support. It will become 2250.
What's the upside like? What do you think?
Upside, again, like for upside, you don't know. Okay. Upside, you need to just simply follow the price action. For that, I have just shared a very simple strategy. Follow the candles which have flat base. These are called Heikin Ishi candles. Till the moment they are flat on the base, just follow them. Do not exit your position.
Say that one more time, please.
These are called Heikin Ishi candle types.
Yeah.
Change your candles to Heikin Ishi and just follow them. If you added Rivian here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Until here, it will allow you to hold your position. You exit when there is a wick at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
That's
Got it. Yeah.
simple, logical thing which works all the time.
I see. Oh, that's a good tip. I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing that.
Even then, you are not going to use it. I'm telling you.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, because people do not have the capacity to hold for 13, 15 days. Nobody does it.
I know. I mean, I ended up selling Roblox today because I wasn't like, man, this is going down. So I lost some money, but now I saw you saying it's very bullish. So I'm like, dang it.
That's
Probably I'll
fine.
enter tomorrow. Yeah.
Enter tomorrow and follow this structure.
Okay.
See, let's open Roblox for a second. See, Roblox is dodgy. Okay. At this moment, we should not be entering. But tomorrow, let's see what happens. If we get the flat base, we should be good. If we do not, let's wait. Same thing. If
Okay.
you see the flat top, start selling and hold your puts until you see a wick on the top. Very simple, very logical thing which will work.
Thank you for this tip.
Yeah.
All right.
Just changed it in my Webull.
Change it like wherever you do it, and you will see that there's a really
Huge
significant change in your
difference.
trading. You'll clearly see what's happening. All right, Vivek, you had anything?
Yeah,
You-
no. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'll share. Can I share my screen by?
Yes, you can. I need to just stop me sharing and then you can share. Yeah, go ahead.
So I wanted to ask regarding the Wells Fargo chart. So I wanted to ask, like, how should we consider like a chart like this? Let us say over here it broke down, and this is on monthly. So it broke like there is a clear head and shoulder. It broke down during the banking crisis. It went down, and like now it is at this point. So should like it can we consider this as a strong resistance as it broke down last time over here? If it clears this one, then it can fly above a lot, but if it
Correct.
rejects here, it can
Correct.
go down a lot
I don't think so it's going to reject. It's going to clear it.
because it has taken over a lot. Like all these big banks have taken over the smaller banks a lot, and
Yes.
they have okay.
Yes.
And one thing I want to ask is like regarding the SPY chart. So this is my SPY on monthly. I'm just like I wanted to share like I'm little bearish as of now. I want to ask like
There's
if
no,
it is right.
again, like Vivek,
Yeah.
there's no point to be bearish in this market. Pricey, I told when if we cross 43.25, I think it's almost 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
If we cross 43 to 25, we will hit 4800, and we are going into that direction. So there's unless something is telling you to be bearish, then
Okay.
it's different. But as of now, there's nothing which is bearish.
Okay. Because I was looking at the pattern and like
There's no pattern which is showing that it's bearish. It's in your head because you want
Okay.
to see it's to be in bearish. It's not bearish.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I was looking at a corrective pattern Elliott wave, and this is a 3 waves down, and it is on the second wave going up. So I was thinking, and it is the SPY is at the perfect 1 fib
On the
extension.
contrary, I would say it's a 0, 1, 2, and third wave. It should be 163.
Come again, boy?
On your left screen bottom, that will be my 0.
Mm-hmm.
Goes up to 1.
Wow.
Comes
Okay.
back 2. And it
Okay.
should be 161% of
Yeah.
1. So
This
I
will be the third
expect,
wave. Okay.
I expect it to cross 600 somewhere by the end of 2025.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
You can calculate it. It will
Yeah.
definitely come down to 38.2%.
Okay.
Start from here and just do.
Just change it to.
So
Wow.
one quick
Okay.
question.
Okay.
One
This
second.
trend, sorry, yeah,
One
this trend
second,
will
one second.
continue. Okay.
Excuse me 1 second, man. 1 second. Let's not speak over each other. Let's go one by one.
So if it is 1.1.
We'll hit that. Don't be surprised.
Okay. Okay. I was expecting that's a really huge buy, huge move.
It doesn't matter. We are going to be
Okay.
there.
Okay.
That's why I always recommend to buy SPY or QBQ. You will never regret.
On longer run, it will anyway go up.
Yep.
Okay.
Any dips which comes accumulate.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, bhai. Yeah. I was looking at corrective waves and I thought like this might work out. Yeah. Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
You need to get that thing out of your mind.
Okay.
Yes. Somebody was speaking.
Yes, hey, this is Sham. So my question is this: what about fundamental changes? Like there is a lot of bad loans building up in the office sector, and all of those are completely they have like zero collateral, they have negative collateral, and all the
Has
regional
that had
banks.
any effect on the market yet? The answer is no. The amount of liquidity people have is enormous. That's because Fed has poured in almost $8 trillion. Unless that liquidity goes out, the bad loans won't matter. And for that,
Oh,
interest rates is
that's
supposed to.
okay. Go
Again,
ahead.
please hear me. For that, interest rate was supposed to bring that liquidity down. That has not happened. The amount of liquidity in the market is enormous. You need to offset that by taking out $4 trillion plus taking out the money which is coming every single month into the market through pension funds, through 401ks, through fresh investments. That is not going to happen.
Oh. But I didn't sell my 2/3 portfolio because I told I keep telling myself I can't time the market. So
See, one thing which you need to understand, if you're a long-term investor, never buy stocks. Always buy index.
indices.
That's it. If you will buy stock, you don't know whether that stock will run or not run in the next few years. Index in the next 10 years is going to be double or triple from here for sure. Simple.
Yes, no, that's useful.
It's very simple and simple economics. Problem is everybody wants quick money. They want ki, if I bought something, it should get 10%, 20%, 30%, immediately it get doubled. Because they saw somewhere on Twitter or they saw somewhere somebody posting millions of dollars of money. That's not going to happen. All right. So
Whatever.
Naval, can I ask one quick question before you go? I know you that's kind of late.
Yes, I'm late. Go ahead.
Yes.
Last question.
Yeah, so Splunk has not really broken out. And looking at the weekly, it's at the weekly trend line.
Had some event today, I think, or it is tomorrow. I don't know, but it is about to. It's waiting for that. I think so.
On the daily, there's a inverted head and shoulders as well.
Yes, I was waiting for that event. Can you check on that?
A Splunk
So this came in after 8 o'clock. Is that right? Splunk and Microsoft doing collaboration. So it should break out tomorrow.
Okay.
I was waiting for this.
Oh, yes, you're right. Splunk Conference 23, Microsoft Partner for Security.
Yep. So it should break out.
So
The problem is if it breaks out tomorrow morning above 115, 16, then half of the trade is already gone.
Yep. Okay.
That's posted this on Twitter this morning that there is something which is coming for Splunk. Anyways, let's watch it for this tomorrow because I was not following Splunk. Just check what is the timing of this news. If this news was in pre-market or in the after hours around before 8, then we should have a trade.
I see something that came out 6 minutes ago. Yeah, I'll look and post on the Telegram chat.
Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining in. It's late for me, so I need to just sign off and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care. I'll
Thank
post
you.
this information on Twitter.
Thank you.
Bye.